Good morning. It's time. It's time for the Jeff Sargent Show with our host, Jeff Sargent. Hey, that's me, right?
Yeah, that'd be you.
And we got producer Dan in the control room.
Yeah, I'm over here, baby.
Sorry, we got 5 minutes late. I hope you just didn't all run away. Because producer Dan was making coffee for us. Not just for me, but our special guest who came in with me this morning. He's been here since the doors opened. He's a great artist. He paints modern art. He paints all kinds of stuff. He's an abstract artist. He is also lead guitar player for the Desperation Squad, Mr. Robert Swami Jones.
Thank you for having me here.
All right. We got Robert Jones in the studio, and it's been a long time. I first met him at, where was it? Mount Sac, right?
Yeah.
Mount Sac College. And I saw this guy painting some crazy stuff out there, man. And met this group of these art damaged students. And the first time I seen him play was, what's that club called?
Carousel.
The Carousel in,
I think La Puente or someplace.
La Puente. And he had a band called the Chimpanzees, and it was all impromptu. Didn't know what was going to happen, and it was a lot of fun, man. But so that was the first time I seen you perform. And then, so Robert, when did the Desperation Squad get together?
Oh, let me think. Probably 84, around there, something like that.
Was it around then?
So
Who was the
long
first
ago.
drummer? Was
Alan Waddington.
Alan Waddington. I think that's the first time I saw him. And
He played a few shows with us.
I saw Rebecca. Everybody loved Rebecca, and she had the hand dolly there and hit it with the drumstick.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Another great painter as well.
yeah, she's another artist. A lot of these were artists from P-Town, from Pomona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the could-be, would-be mayor, if everybody voted for him, Mr. P. Kevin
Osmus.
Kevin Osmus. My favorite. I just saw it for the first time. Tell us about that show with Regis Philbin.
America's Got Talent.
Yeah. How did that? Tell us the story on that.
We heard about the auditions. We went down there as a group, and we took all of our stuff with us. And right when we're getting next to the door, they said, sorry guys, there's no, that's all for today. You guys have to go, after standing in line for a long time. And somehow we talked our way in, and we got to audition and played a couple songs in his room. And at one point, Simon Cowell kind of looked around, opened the door and looked at us. And I just tried to ignore him, and just kept playing. And then afterwards, they were like, it's amazing. That's the first time he's come out of that room all day or something. So the audition went real good, and then took it from there, and we were on the show.
So it only takes a few songs. They play, they say play, after one song they say, well, we want to hear another one.
Yeah, we played like 2 or 3 songs.
So what song did you audition before you played that song, band?
Well, we have one called You Suck. And I was really kind of hoping we would do that one, but we did, band.
So you auditioned with that. What was the second song you auditioned?
I think it was Taco Truck.
Taco Truck? That song's been around that long?
Taco Truck.
Okay, let's play Taco Truck right now. Let's play.
Yeah. Throw those tortillas around. He should have brought tortillas in this morning.
Welcome back to Queer Ed. You know, in the history of the Warped Tour, only 2 bands have ever been kicked off the tour bus. One of them was Sublime. The other one's here with us tonight. Please say hello to those scoundrels, Desperation Squad.
Scoundrels.
Roll the pennies, no light tango. Close by the Hotel Durango. There's the taco truck, taco truck. It's not a rainbow, just a taco truck, taco truck. If all you got the butt, you got the choice of the laser, lingua, or typical tacos. Tacos. Across the street.
Oh, wow. Wait, I interrupted it by accident. Hey, I noticed that there was, you had there was a few band member changes in there.
Yeah.
On that show performance, there was that skinny kid playing bass. Who was that guy?
Was JP.
JP?
Morongo, JP, John Paul.
John Paul. I remember how long did you have the girl bass player?
Oh, she was with us for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Laura.
And now, how many performances did you, gigs you do with her? She was on all the recordings on the album?
She was on Soul Cleanser and, yeah, Soul Cleanser.
Soul Cleanser.
Yeah.
And recently, okay, there was a big kind of hiatus where everybody.
I think there was a couple of them
during the '90s. Okay, you guys were really big in the '90s. What early '90s, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Is your memory as vivid as mine?
Well, you know, if Mr. P were here, he would know every single fact, every single time, date, perfect. You know.
But
I just didn't pay attention much.
I'm just playing guitar, man, and painting pictures. Oh, man. Let's see. We got to put my cup of coffee. Can you see yourself right there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, give us a few licks, man. What's some of your new stuff you're doing with?
What I'm recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm, for about the past many years, well over 20 years, been in a little combo group with a friend of mine, William Lovelace. He's in Yucca Valley.
Uh-huh.
And we're the Monsters, and we write and compose original music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody else I was talking to about it was Kendall. Remember, Dan? When we were talking to Kendall, and he said, about this monster, this band this guy wanted to do. It was Nicky Beat from the Weirdos, but he wanted to make a movie first, then the group, and that night it never happened. But Robert Swami Jones was already doing it. Can you give us a sample on that Dan Electro?
Of the music that we record?
Yeah.
Well, it's not always rock and roll. It's, you know,
That's kind of cool, man. It's so weird to see a guitar player a left-handed guitar player, I've seen this quite often. You're just taking a right-handed guitar and flipping it upside down.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Because when you started playing, like, there's no left-handed guitars back then, or what?
Right. Well, my brother was playing, and he's older than me, and he is right-handed, and it never occurred to me what was up or down. I just started playing it.
So it's like, okay, you got your traditional bar chords, and then you got to reverse it, mirror it upside down.
It looks perfectly normal to me.
It's like your hand is on the other side of the neck. It just looks weird because I watch a left-handed guitar player. I don't know if I couldn't follow you, but you'd have to tell me the chords.
I know.
Yeah.
A lot of them put the low string. They'll put that one up here,
Uh-huh.
and I just have this one up here and low one down there.
So when you're doing those lead guitar, those stretches, you're just pulling down. You're just
Yeah.
going, yeah. That's cool. Man, I found, here's Ben. This is my favorite video. Can we play this one before we, okay, let's play Desperation Squad performs the song Band on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
You could skip this ad in 3, 2, 1. Man, that's a lot of views, right?
You okay, Jeff?
Skip ads.
Need a
my-
Heimlich?
Oh, God.
Well, they certainly are passionate, but are they talented? Anything can happen on this stage right now. Here they are singing Band. It's Desperation Squad.
Desperation Squad.
We're a band. We will get banned. Banned. Oh, we're a good band. We're a bad band. Good band. Bad band. Lou and Crew. Got a band. Band. We're a good band. Bad band. Good band. Bad band. Beers for the main band. Beers for the main band. Beers for the main band.
Yeah. Look at all those people. Now, tell me something, Robert. What was it like? I mean, that show is filled with hundreds of people, man.
It was exciting.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you guys performed in big, giant venues. I mean, some of these festivals. Man, what's a lot, man, I can imagine being in a band and see it filling a whole venue like that. Just thousands, a big sea of people.
Yeah,
What a rush.
The Warp Tour, I think, was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, that was huge.
So we got some stuff from the Warp Tour here. Wow, we've got... oh, wait, here's the 43 seconds of the Desperation Squad's Got Talent profile. Do you remember anything from that?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me about it, brother.
I don't think I did much talking. It was mostly Kevin.
Yeah, he's got quite a mouth, doesn't he? He does do a lot of talking.
I'm the background guy.
He could get himself in trouble, man, that guy.
But what is it like working with Kevin? Because in person, he's kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And he really doesn't talk that much. But you put him on a microphone and put him on stage.
Oh, and that guy flies off the handle, man.
And he goes crazy. He's taking off his pants and he's pouring mustard and ketchup all over himself. I mean, he's a nut, you know. And then he gets off stage and he's back to the old Kevin, just good normal guy, I guess.
That I was wondering, did you notice? Did anybody say anything to him about the, you know, those big furry heads like they sell it at Super Walmart right now? There's a bunny rabbit one, there's a tiger one, and there's a panda head.
Whoa.
Has anybody gotten? We got to get him on there and talk about that. I mean, that one he's had for like 30 years.
He still has it.
He still has it.
Yeah, he's been on my show before, so he'll come back in.
We got to get him that fresh, new, sturdy, real sturdy looking panda head. I mean, he could withstand a lot of what he does.
I think we washed it once.
I watched it once. Oh God!
How do you wash a panda head?
Well, it was right before we went on tour, and I was at Laura's place, and we thought, well, let's wash the head. And so we got a big bucket, and we put the head in the water with the soap, but also added like broken guitar strings and other things like a magical potion. And
Tell me, what was the dirt? What was the water after it was washed? What color was the water?
Dark brown, black, green.
A bunch of tortillas
All
on it.
that soiled body stuff.
And sweat.
I hate to interrupt, but we forgot to mention the phone number. If you want to call in, 909-360-8330.
That's 909-360-8330. Would you like to call and ask Robert Swami Jones any questions about Desperation Squad?
I really wish Kevin would, this is something, all this band stuff is something he would really be able to tell you exactly, what's going on.
Am I the first person to do an up-close personal interview with Robert Jones? Because it's always the mouth of the band, which is Kevin. Now it's your turn.
It was loud, and we had fun.
When you're doing the Warped Tour, what kind of equipment? Tell me what your amp setup was.
We used line amps.
Line 6 amps.
Yeah, that were provided by the tour.
Wow.
And they were big and loud, and they were really good.
So how much did the sound guy? How did you have any say so or anything, or what did you say? This is where my levels I set, or what?
I said I like dirty distortion and volume.
Volume. And so
volume's good.
So you guys had a good mixer man.
Yeah, we always the same guy, and always had a good sound. I think on stage, good monitors.
Yeah, always had, because it always was a good mix every time I've seen you guys live.
No, and you sound really good, and if people were to look at you, you don't have that rock and roll appearance. No offense, no offense at all, but you don't have like that bone thin, scary rock and roll, sucked in, heroin addicted appearance. Yeah. You're just like a guy that just, but you rock, man. I mean, I enjoy your guitar.
Did you?
Thank you.
That guitar solo, man, when you just went out there and just started jamming that solo on band, and they're showing clips of the audience, and everybody's faces, jaws are dropping, just going like, wow. They're just going like, what the fuck is this going on right here, man? And it was a kind of a shocker, because a lot of people, they didn't expect that at all. They didn't expect our music world to be on national television and people seeing it for the first time. Seeing Mr. P and the spandex and his antics, and like going like, wow, this is something else here, man.
Well, I remember backstage, and Simon Cowell comes to me and he says, I like you guys. And I wish I would have thought of it at the moment, and I could have said, you do? But instead I said thank you, and, told him how we were all having a good time and stuff. It seemed pretty cool.
Because he seems like somebody that would just hit the gong right away. I mean,
he wasn't one of the judges, but he was definitely, I think, the producer or something.
Yeah, was that what year was that anyway?
Like 2006, I think.
Was that 2006? Wow. Now, who was that? I didn't even notice. Was that, what bass player was that? Was that the guy that you just
That was
currently-
JP.
Oh, that's JP.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me play this little thing here. It's 49 seconds. The Got Talent profile.
Use a Groupon app.
Oh,
when
you got to be
done.
kidding me. You guys, every one of your videos is got, okay.
I'm Mr.
That means people are watching it.
Pomona, California. We have been, over the years, the loser band. Once, I even ran for mayor of Pomona, California.
Oh my God, look at that long hair.
Now, we're more mature. We write about our feelings more. So the
Write about your
songs
feelings.
tend to be along the lines of "You suck" and "Welcome to the Drunk Fest." This competition is important because rock and roll in America has just gone all the way down the toilet. Okay, we want to make rock and roll crazy again. If we don't become millionaires doing this, I'm sleeping on somebody's couch. America, vote for us. We're the greatest rock band of all time.
You'll play in your backyard.
That's right.
Oh, that was great, man. You guys were on a golf cart and they put it in fast motion. You guys looked like the monkeys or something going. Oh man, yeah, that was truth though, wasn't it, Dan?
Yeah, no, backyard rock and roll and garage band rock and roll, I think was the best I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of great bands formed from that. I mean, we got around here in the IE, the Stepmothers, Manson Youth, DOA. A lot of bands just started with kegger parties back when we were just kids.
Now, you were a way kid because you're a few years younger than we are.
Yeah.
Robert, let's talk about arts building.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. And you mentioned Manson Youth. I got a black eye because of Manson Youth. They just came in, and I was at Arts Building with some friends. We were just playing around with keyboards and whatever, just having a fun time. And they just came in and started wreaking havoc or punching people, and
Those assholes.
pretty bad. But that was when I first actually started showing my paintings, was like at Arts Building, places
Yeah.
like that, and also with D Squad playing.
That arts building was right in that downtown Pomona where they filmed the Cat in the Hat movie, and some of the stuff is still up on the roof, on the marquee, like the big top hat. It was on the north side of the street, right across from that big antique, Robbins Antique
In
Mart.
those days, it was Buffum's. Remember Buffum's?
Oh yeah,
It was right across the street from Buffum's.
it was Buffin's back then. I
Yeah.
don't remember what was across the street. I remember that dolphin statue in the pond.
Yeah.
I remember that got stolen a few times, and
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember Buffum's. We used to have breakfast with Santa Claus at Buffum's.
all those old stores. Every commercial store went out, and they turned into antique stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, some of the buildings still are painted purple and pink and look kind of goofy, but it was all for Dr. Seuss. So
Yeah, the arts building was the serious underground arts community right
Yeah.
there.
Any kind of strange band or art.
It was very art.
thing.
I called it art damage back then.
That applies.
Yeah.
well, Characters is still down there. They've been there for since I was a kid.
Yeah, I never really walked around the buildings on that side. I was never really old enough when I was a young teenager. Yeah. Let's see, the first time I seen you guys play, where was it? Claremont. It was at, was it Cahootech Festival? Did you guys play there?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was a fun
We
time.
did a bunch of those.
I remember seeing Dweezil Zappa played there many times.
Wow.
I've seen at Cahootech. It was a lot better back then in the 80s. As a generation gap, every 10 years it seemed like the next generation
right.
of music, and it just started Slipping away. When KSPC was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a D Squad sampler? Oh, that's a 21-minute. That's like a little documentary thing.
That's at the other arts building, I think.
Oh.
Arts Building Junior.
Now tell us about this video, Puppet Man.
That was for some kind of cable access show, and that's when Laura was with us as playing bass, and we did that Puppet Man song.
Should we play that song? You want to hear that one, Dan?
Yeah.
I'm the only one watching the screen, so I'm watching the video, and I love the costume and the getup. And it was in a studio.
Yeah.
Filmed in a TV studio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you guys were kind of starting on this whole, and it's taken off. I mean, now you told me you played with the Yeasty Boys,
That's right.
and the Yeasty Boys are getting really big. Mac Sabbath is getting really big. And these little, bands that come and dress up and do covers are getting big.
It's this gimmick band, but Desperation Squad was like a pioneer then because they were around the same time.
Band. They carved the road.
At the same time, there was Haunted Garage, which is a haunted theme band, and Desperation Squad and Haunted Garage were the ones that kind of kickstarted all the theme stuff, where you're just totally over the top ridiculous, but totally rock.
Exactly.
And I see the background. Was it projected? I see the...
Yeah.
It was projected on the wall. It's very professional.
No, I think it was done in the computer or something.
It looks like the intro to Banana Splits. It looks like you're on set with the Banana Splits or the Bugaloos here. Let's play that one. Oh, Jeff Nixon! Look at that haircut.
Yeah.
Look at Jeff Nixon's haircut. Oh my God, he's got a mullet.
Baby, baby, you know it's true. I'm a puppet just for you. I do anything that you say. I wouldn't have it any other way. Take my heart, take my soul. Giving you complete control. You wanna see me do my thing? Well, baby, pull my string. Puppet man, yeah. Puppet man, woo. Baby, baby, I'm your sweet pet. I'm your personal marionette. Wind me up and let me go.
Oh, there's the beautiful Rebecca. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 7 people on stage, Robert.
We were a lot more of us then.
Oh gosh, I love Rebecca. She's so gorgeous.
Great.
And you, Robert Jones, with your hat, you're all pimped out. Look.
I'm a puppet just for you. Baby, pull my string, yeah.
That was very early 90s, wasn't it, Robert? I'm looking at it the way everybody's dressed. I'm looking at the hairstyles, even Kevin's hairdo. Rebecca, she looks like one of the guys from Poison with her haircut. Jeff Nixon with his mullet. That's great. Yeah. So that was who invited. How did that whole thing start?
I think Mr. P heard about. I don't know. I don't know how.
You don't know.
I just showed up.
You just showed up because you're so busy writing music and rehearsing and like. When you guys are writing before Mr. P, does he come up with the song? He writes the lyrics. How does each song
Well,
happened?
Puppet Man is a cover. I think it was written by Neil Sedaka.
Oh my God, it's a Neil Sedaka song. Wow.
It's one of our few covers.
So, like, when you guys are writing, like, let's say, "Girl with a Car." Okay, how does that happen? Who the lyrics written first, or what?
He has all the lyrics, and he comes to us, and he would start kind of going, well, it goes like, dum, 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 dum. And so we kind of interpret that into, okay, so it's like, it goes dum, 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 dum. So, and that's how it gets turned into.
And that's kind of what he's got the rhythm.
He's got it kind of in his mind, yeah.
He's got like the melody in his head, right?
Yeah.
And so he's got to interpret to you, and then you take it a step further.
Me and Jeff, mostly Jeff, and then
Yeah.
I would pitch in a little bit. And
So you and Jeff sit there and jam and work out your guitar parts.
yeah, I'd probably just, like basically all of us, but mostly Jeff would be really good at finding the chords.
I mean, it would find the chords. You two would start out with that first and then get a chord structure and then bring the other guys in and say, okay. I mean, would you have your, like, just you and Jeff first, or were you working
Yeah,
out?
it would probably just be me and Jeff.
And say, okay,
and
let's...
then maybe then, also bass at the same time. Basically all of us learning it all,
So you would have a rehearsal. Would he come to rehearsal and say, hey, I got a new song?
Yeah.
And then you just work it out there.
Yeah.
Bam, the magic happens.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do, man. You know?
Well,
you did a Hot August Night. That's Neil Diamond.
that's right.
I've never heard that one. Do I dare play it? What do you say, Dan?
Go for it.
But first, you know what? I'm really jonesing to hear Girl with a Car is my favorite.
That's an original that he wrote.
Okay. Well, I remember the first time I heard it. I think it was in Claremont somewhere at some club. Was the Peppermint Elephant still around back then?
I don't know.
Remember that place, Dan?
Yeah, on Foothill or the one in Claremont?
The Claremont.
Yeah, I remember both of them. There's one on Foothill in Rancho and one down in
Oh, they had two
downtown.
of them, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is there any way you can call Mr. P and
Can you call? What's his number? Who's got his number? I don't even have his phone number. You got his phone number.
at home I left it.
Oh, you left it at home. Wait.
I'll have to go out there and grab my phone and see if it's on there.
Yeah. Does he know that you're on the radio today?
I don't think so.
What's wrong with that
Well,
guy?
I posted on Facebook.
We're gonna rattle his cage and kick his ass.
He's probably on the job.
We need a call. We need a call in from Mr. P. If anybody knows where he is, go rattle his cage right now.
Yeah.
Or is he at work?
He's at work, I think.
Oh, he's at work. Damn politician.
Work.
City council.
Work.
Okay, we're gonna play "Girl with a Car." Everybody needs a girl with a car. Wait a second. How many versions are there, Robert? Which is the best version to play? The best, cleanest sound one?
Probably the little one with the video with the movie with the girl in it and the blonde girl.
Oh yeah, that's the professional. That's the
That's the studio kind of version, I guess.
yeah.
That sounded live and sweet.
This one here didn't. I don't think it's the good sound. Let's see. God, I just saw it. It was the professional. It was this in studio one. Now, who produced a lot of your videos?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
I don't know.
You just show up and play.
Like I said, that's another thing Kevin would know, like what day, what time, what year, what month, everything. He would know everything.
Yeah, Robert, you remind me a lot of, and this is complimentary.
Oh.
You remind me a lot of Billy Zoom.
Oh, really?
Billy Zoom from X just goes on stage and he doesn't say a word or do anything. He doesn't do backup vocals. He just goes out there and just rocks, you know? And he's a great guitarist, and he's a friend of mine, and I love the guy.
I've always liked him quite a bit.
What was the when it says garage tapes? Is that a doc? Is that is that you? Oh my gosh! It's in a big crowd. It looks like the garage.
Am I wearing a red sweater?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
that was recorded in my garage.
Now, is that what was that about?
That was the Isla Vista.
Isla Vista. Now, is that just a song?
That's just another D Squad original that Kevin wrote.
Oh, it's another. Okay, that one. It's
That was like acoustic guitar, and JP played bass, electric bass, and.
Oh, here's the Serious Love one. I want to play that one. Let's hear Serious Love. This is one. You guys just hired an actress for this girl.
I just showed up and she was there.
You showed up and she was there. I just love it. Just oblivious to. I'm in a band. I'm the last one to know anything what's going on. I just get up there and start playing. That's great, man.
I know, and he hears this stuff. He's gonna get mad at me.
Here it is, in memory of the Soul Cleanser. Oh God, look at Kevin.
Why would I tell a big dude to shove it when I know he will proceed to knock out all of my lights? And why would I tell a cop to buzz off when I know he will infringe upon my civil rights? This must be serious. This must be serious. Serious love. Serious love. Why would I smash my hand in the mirror when it will cut through the tendons and bleed all over the place? And why would I drive my car into a brick wall and pound the steering wheel many times onto my face? This must be serious. This must be serious. Serious love. Serious love. Whoa. Serious love. Why would I stand in a crowded room of people and jump around like a fool until all my energy is spent? Why? And why would I hit my head with a lunchbox and dance around like a spaz causing great embarrassment? It must be serious. This must be serious. Serious love. Serious love. Whoa. This is serious love.
Wow, that was awesome. Now that video, Robert, was taken. You guys did a lot of lip sync and dub. You were acting as well as it showed clips of live performance. You playing a flying V, then with a hollow body Paul McCartney looking violin guitar, and Jeff Nixon doing and the bass player doing acrobat somersaults over each other. That was great stage antics right there, man.
I think that was the Green Door.
The Green Door. God, I used to love that place, man.
Yeah, down in Montclair, right
Yeah.
across the street from Montclair Plaza.
Yep.
Yeah, my friend Red and Joe used to be bouncers there.
Oh, yes.
And one night I actually stayed at that dirty hotel next door to it.
Oh, God.
That was pretty sketchy.
That's when they had the like the country western biker bar in the front.
Yeah.
Green door and the rockers in the back.
That's right.
The roller rink right against the freeway on ramp.
Yeah, that's back when I was doing coke, and and we just went back to our hotel room.
Yeah,
and
people having sex on hoods of cars. And,
yeah,
and behind the roller rink after the show.
The 80s.
All that whole I forgot that place was just a big old parking lot with the hotels. I've never stayed in one of those hotels.
Yeah, I just did. I did twice.
I can't even remember any Desperation Squad after parties. Maybe I was too scared. Nah, that was a great production on that video. Whoever edited, whoever directed that one.
Some of that was filmed at Dog Gallery, the old Dog Gallery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great setup there with you. I love that. You look great playing that Flying V, dude. Yeah.
I still have that guitar.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, next time you play, do a live performance, I'll let you play my is it an Ibanez? No, it's a
It's a tennis
Epiphone.
racket.
It's an Epiphone
Oh,
Flying
that's-
V. Yeah, it's just like the Gibson, man. It's a badass one. I found it for $3.99.
Wow.
With a case in a little town called, what's it called? It was right there near Indianapolis, where's Indianapolis? Come on, Dan.
Indiana?
Indiana, yeah. Oh, it was called Beach Grove, Indiana. And a little tiny guitar shop, and he had two of them there. One was $100 more, but I bought it. I've been wanting a Flying V forever, dude. I mean, how did you find yours?
A friend of mine gave it to me.
Just
It wasn't. It's an Antares guitar. It's a copy.
Cool. Now we've got God. There's so many videos, but I want to get the best recorded version. Let's see. Oh God. I'm trying to find the other. Which one was I trying to play? The good one? Girl with a Car. Girl with a Car. Let me go back. Nope. D Squad sampler. Now, did you guys just put out what? Did you put out singles on vinyl or just a CD? No. It was everybody's going to CD back then. It was 90s, right?
We did Hot Diggity Dogs on CD.
And that was a single, right? You put out the album. I remember when the album came out, I would play it every day. It was
Soul Cleanser?
was that it?
That was the first one we made. That was a cassette.
Oh, the cassette. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what it was. It was a cassette because I was working on Catalina Island at that time in
Wow.
construction. I played on my little ghetto blaster while I was doing drywall. Yeah, man. I had that, and I had I'd play that. What's Jello Ball? Warp Tour. Okay, let's play that one. Here we are with Jello Ball. That's a horrible recording.
Thank you.
I'm going to find another song, a better version. Now, I know you guys sound better than that in real life. Sometimes you get Depends who's recording it, huh?
Yeah, that might have been just somebody's little.
Now, this looks like a good one. This looks like a professional video here. 1991, Bomb Factory Baby. Let's go to this one.
I think that was a live.
Showcase 53, June 23rd, 1991.
Yes, we are Desperation Squad, and since the holidays are coming up, birthday of this country, a very patriotic occasion.
That looks like
July,
Claremont Colleges.
and we can't have a song.
Could have been.
It's called Bomb Factory Baby. Thank you very
His
much.
hair was long.
Oh, yeah.
Bomb Factory Baby!
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I'm a bomb factory baby. Sleep in the dust off the floor. Weren't enough. I wanted more of this power. It's all about backing them up, shipping them out, working at the bomb factory baby. I'm a bomb factory baby. Look at me, mama, look at me now. Look at me, mama, look at me. Say hi to mama, let's talk. Hey, mama, let's talk. There's a carpet bomb! Bomb factory baby! I'm a bomb factory baby! I write this letter and I'm gone. It's been a scare. I take another bomb, rain and missiles from up above. Nothing to do, nothing to love. Working at the bomb factory, baby. I'm a bomb factory, baby. Say hi to mama, let's call. Hey, mama, let's call. Hi, 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 mama, let's call. Hey, mama, let's call. Bomb factory, baby.
Damn. Bomb Factory Baby. Man, that was a great live performance there, Robert Jones.
Oh, that was. I remember that one.
I never have seen a green flying V like that. That was a badass guitar.
My friend painted that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. Man, everybody looked like hippies. I mean, hair down to here, man. It was
Long hair days.
good stuff. It looked like that was at Claremont Colleges there.
Again, if Mr. P would know exactly what street, what location, what time, what day.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was.
Now, who's this guy with the spiky hair? Girl with a car. Oh, it's called The Queer Edge. What's that? A TV show?
That was a cable access show.
Okay. Oh, that queer. Oh, that's right. I think I seen the Pandoras on that show too
Really?
back then.
he thought at the host, the spiky hair guy.
Yeah.
He came to me after the song and he says, "You remind me of my dad." And,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so,
Oh my God.
you know, that ties in with you guys don't look like regular rock stars.
Yeah. You remind me of my dad.
Yeah.
Well, did he beat you every day? Here we go.
All right, absolutely. Will you stick around? We're gonna go from dogs to a different form of dog, the Desperation Squad.
An upside down Les Paul.
Lonely days, changing ways. It's different for me now. I've been walking places, and I need to get downtown tonight. All my friends are busy tonight. I need a girl. I need a girl. I need a girl with a car. I need a girl. I need a girl. Girl who can give me a ride. Keep me satisfied. I need a girl with a car. Broken down. Way across town. In the middle of the night. And there's nobody home. I used to be the one that gets the call. But now I walk until I crawl. I need a girl. I need a girl. I need a girl with a car. I need a girl. I need a girl. Who can give me a ride? Swallow all my pride. I need a girl with a car. Baby, I always loved you. Baby, can you see? Baby, give me that key to your SUV. Drive me. I'm in fine style. He knows how to work the clock. She got special. I need a girl. I need a girl. I need a girl with a car. I need a girl. Need a girl. Girl who can give me a ride. Keep me satisfied. Need a girl with a car.
That was I Need a Girl with a Car by the Desperation Squad. Now, man, I could just 1986. It goes way back then. I thought it was later.
Wow.
No, 1986 was that was in the 80s because I remember when I was on Catalina Island and I had the cassette. Yeah, that was 80s. That was like 87, I think.
The one you just played was later than that.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I just saw it. It said 1986, Breaking Nobody's Heart. That's the same. That's the same video
The
setup.
cable show?
That cable show, yeah. So let's see what that sounds like from 1986.
Yeah, that's our country song.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
All right. Give us a little sample of that before we play it. Many, many years ago when I was 25, now I've seen Oh, I love it. Okay, let's play that one. Breaking Nobody's Heart.
Oh, wow.
It's
he
kind of
has
like
a
corn
yell.
dogging, right? Yeah. That was Nixon's Revenge, wasn't it?
I see all the guys around town. Wonder what they got. Every time I see a pretty girl, it all seems to go for naught. My friends have all that they can handle. I'm sitting here alone. I got no illusions or great expectations when I answer my telephone. Brother, I'm breaking nobody's heart. Breaking nobody's heart. Nobody's taken. My mind is aching. I am breaking nobody's heart. I'm not. I met a girl way down in Georgia. Cutest little thing. Thought I had her in the palm of my hand. So I offered an engagement ring. Here you go, hon. She just laughed and took a slapper in the eye. She thought I was kidding me. Then she left and walked away with the ring. I never did see her again. I was too busy breaking nobody's heart. Breaking nobody's heart. Nobody's taken. My mind is aching. I am breaking nobody's heart. Here we go. Here we go. I see all the guys around town, biggest losers I've ever seen. But they got their women hanging all over there, and I continue to get the read. Then a pretty girl comes and flashes me a nice smile. Set me up for the fall. So I'm making the scene with a magazine. Ain't nothing I can do about it at all. Really, I'm breaking nobody's heart. Can't you imagine? Breaking nobody's heart. Nobody's taken. My mind is aching. I am breaking nobody's heart. Let's do it one more time. Breaking nobody's heart. Breaking nobody's heart. Nobody's taken. My mind is aching. I am breaking.
And that was Breaking Nobody's Heart by the Desperation Squad. Applause, everybody. Wow. Now, you've got to tell me, I hope you have a story for this one, Robert. Tell me the whole story about this Ogasawara.
Oh, okay. Mr. P went to
Japan,
I guess.
Yes.
Someplace like that. And was going to cover the, I guess they have Dodgers over there too, not like our Dodgers.
Yeah, they got Japanese Dodgers.
I don't know much about that, but he went over there to cover the story about this baseball legend. He's really big over there, this Ogasawara guy.
Yeah, he's like the Jose Fernando or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
He's like the big star over there. He's like the big Steve Garvey of baseball over there.
Yeah,
right?
the whole stadium chants his name, and so he got inspired to do this tribute to him, and that was recorded in a studio.
Yes, and so it's got. I noticed that he took video footage over there, and then put the music to it, right?
Yeah, and a lot of it was filmed in Ian's backyard.
In Ian's backyard?
Yeah. Right here.
We're Desperation Squad, and we come from the 909. This is homegrown Hungarian hot wax pepper, grown in my garden. It's good pepper. Good 909 pepper. Bob? 909 pepper. That's good. That's good.
Hold on, the 909 pepper, was that very hot?
I don't think so.
Did that come from Japan?
No, Mr. P grew it.
Oh, he grew that in his backyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a strong international flavor in the band.
Bueno, somos la escuadra de desesperación. Este es Roberto Jones.
Yo soy mucho guiso.
All geezed
Proud
up.
to be from the 909.
Oh, God, Bob, look at that. There's a drug deal. Go right. Get a close-up of that.
No, you guys are up on a hill.
Yeah.
Where is that?
That's Ian's Chino Hills.
Oh, that's Chino Hills?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shameful. It's shameful. We want to sing a song that won't get us into trouble because, well, we get in trouble a lot.
Pomona Fairgrounds, here we go. Oh my God, Robert. Oh my God, somebody just tossed a big, giant Pomona Fairgrounds box of trash in front of you. And you keep on jamming.
The story of Ogasawara. I once worked as a staff writer, and one morning my editor left some information about the World Baseball Classic on my desk.
Wow, he's speaking real professional here.
Pass and flew to Japan to cover the Tokyo round. The city was crazy about the tournament. Suddenly, I found myself in the press box of the Tokyo Dome, home of the Yomiuri Giants. I met Huchan, president of the Association of American Baseball Research. I heard drunken heckling coming from the bleachers. I wandered over and met some very fired up and rowdy Giants fans. I stood arm's length from numerous baseball legends like Osan, the Japanese Babe Ruth.
Wow.
I was present at the press conference where Ichiro Suzuki said his heart burned for Japan. After one game,
Wow,
I grilled
this is
the
crazy.
manager of Samurai Japan about his baseball strategy. I found time to have drinks with old friends, take pictures in a Perikura booth, and tour the city. Akihabara, Ueno, Harajuku, and Shibuya. There are many fine
He got paid to
restaurants
do
and
all
shops.
this?
A little lost in
This is
translation.
crazy.
I stayed in a luxury hotel with a magnificent view of downtown Tokyo. In Japan,
Hotel
you can
Princess.
bring your own beer into the stadium and pretty girls will pour it into a cup for you. But beware of foul balls. The games were great and the Tokyo Dome was packed, but one player stood out from them all. The crowd roared when he came to bat. They chanted, Ogasawara. I discovered the player was one of the greats of all time in Japanese baseball. I was inspired to bring his story back to the United States. But first, the band has some matters to clear up.
And Bob, you're not even any. You're from Baldwin Park, right?
626 area code.
Yeah, see, well, you're out of the band.
You're 626 area code, Robert. This one rocks, dude.
Who's the one waving the big stick? Who's the one waiting on the fat pitch? Two-time world champion, perennial best nine, and MVP in any league. Who led the fighters to a championship ring? Who is known as Mr. Full Swing? Golden glove, silver bat, with the bright lights and the cash. Broke a few hearts along the way. Pounded on the head and spiked in the nuts. Oh, they call him Guts. 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 Who's the giant that stands so proud? Who evokes the biggest roar from the crowd? Two-time world champion, perennial best nine, and MVP in every league. That's right.
Wow, that song was badass. I like that.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions here. People are texting in. One comes from down under. It is who
Wow, all the way
was-
from Australia there.
Yeah.
Robert Jones.
Yeah, I mean we're World Wide Web, so you know. So no, they want to know. Hey, mate, who was your biggest influence in playing your guitar?
Probably Lou Reed.
Wow.
Yeah, Velvet Underground.
Yeah. I heard her calling my name. That song, I heard her call my name. I don't know if it was Lou Reed playing guitar or not, but
Maybe it was John Cale, huh? Was John Cale playing Velvet Underground then, or Steve
Yeah, he
Hunter? I love Steve Hunter.
John Cale was but he played like violin and piano and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's the guy? I can't think of his name right now. Who sang the song "All My Friends That Died"?
Jim Carroll.
Jim Carroll. Yeah, that's a great song. And I don't know about you, Robert, but you know I've lost a lot of friends. I've buried many, and me and Jeff, we survived. We survived. We're survivors. I mean, We survived the coke and the meth and the.
What was your first
alcohol.
guitar, Robert? And said, I want to play. What were you listening to? Who was like your guitar player guy when you first picked up the guitar?
I really loved like Peanuts, you know, the soundtrack to Peanuts cartoons.
Wow, that's hard to play on the piano. And you could play that on guitar?
No, I
No.
just liked it, and that's what I listened to.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, my other question comes from up north, towards Santa Cruz. They wanted to know, you know, not only what bands are you influenced by, but this is a different question. It's what motivates you to keep playing?
Yes, you better tell us, and tell us honestly.
I love to play. I love guitars. I like holding them. I like playing them. And I'm always that kind of inventive. I like being inventive on guitar and coming up with new things.
Because that's what I'm thinking. You're, what I'm getting is that you are your own influence. Because I mean, you're an artist as well. You're a painter as well as guitar player. I mean, do you just like when you're painting a picture and like do you set down your paintbrush and pick up guitar and then go back to your paintings, or how does that work?
Usually I won't pick up the guitar until after the painting's done.
Wow.
You know?
So you turn the guitar off and you just paint.
Yeah, but I listen to music.
You do listen to music while you're painting?
I'd like to, yeah.
Yeah.
So is your art, you know, I'll be honest, Robert, I haven't seen a lot of your art. Is it abstract?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It's very it's layered. You saw those pictures I posted, but it's got this depth.
Saw those.
It's got depth to it. The way you layer your colors, and it's got this depth. I mean, it's just not a non-art. You know, a lot of people try to be modern art, and they just don't. They don't have any training or composition. But I could see it. I could see that you've studied art because you're like I said, it's got so much contrast and depth to it.
Oh, thank you.
Who would be your artist influence? Picasso, Rembrandt, Monet?
I love the early abstract expressionists, like.
That's like back in the 30s, wasn't it?
Like, you know, I really liked, you know, Robert Rauschenberg, that whole Jasper Johns, those guys.
Now, when did you start? When did you become a painter? Was it started as a kid, or when? Because you were really good back when I met you back in Mount Sac College.
What was the question?
The painting, when you discovered that you could paint.
I think that was in high school, probably.
Yeah.
You know, I was painting a lot of things that kind of realistically, and then something in me kind of snapped, and I just started moving paint around in kind of different ways, and I was real excited about that.
Yeah, because I remember when Dan, back in those college days when I met him, I was a young filmmaker, but we didn't have video camera. You couldn't just buy, you know, they were expensive, the big giant video cameras. We used Super 8 film. I made a Super 8 film with this little camera with a handle on it and a trigger called Dexter Dork and the Magic Lamp. And Robert played the genie.
Yeah.
And we used a real cheap special effects. We used real smoke bombs, cut the film, edit it, rub the magic lamp that we found in his back porch behind his garage. Put it was during the summer. I saved over 4th of July smoke bombs, right? And I put the smoke bomb, and all of a sudden, Dexter Dork rubs the lamp, and that was a character I created, you know, with the buck teeth and the tape on the glasses, and I had the little Jufro going on, and.
Well, I don't remember what you were doing. You were like sweeping up and saying, oh, I hate chores.
I hate work. Oh, doing chores. And I found a magic lamp. And we put the smoke bomb in it. And then, boom, Robert Jones, the Swam. That's when we came up with Robert Swami Jones. And he was, he had the genie turban on. And I said, who the hell are you? I am the genie of the lamp. And I'm here to give you 3 wishes. But be careful of thine wishes, for thou shalt suffer thy consequences. And
Yeah, that reminds me. I did a Super 8 movie.
Yeah.
With my brothers, because I have 2 older brothers, and we did a Bigfoot movie, and that was back when Altalum was all lemon groves and vineyards and stuff. So you see me marching around, and I had Bigfoot slippers. But then my brother was filming me, and you see these skinny white little legs wearing these big slippers, and it's like a total joke.
Do you still have that reel? Remember, they were like 50. They were like 3-minute. When we filmed this movie, I think I used 4 or 5 3-minute reels, and we had to edit, splice them together with tape on a little Super 8 editor, and it was expensive. I mean, just to process a 3 minutes of Super 8 film was expensive.
Yeah, he had to do that reel-to-reel thing real slow, and splice it and cut it and stuff. Yeah,
and so Robert Jones was the genie of the lamp, and he had this from an Aurora model kit. It was and he put it on his finger, and
like a 3-headed dragon.
The 3-headed dragon came in an Aurora model kit with Dr. Spock shooting his phaser at it. So it was part of a model, and he put it on his finger to represent, you have 3 wishes.
I think we just made that up on the spot more.
Yeah, that was... But in the garage, I saw this one painting. I'm not sure if it was on paper, but... that's when I started doing my Batman collection, my toys, and you painted a Batman with all these crazy colors, and it kind of just faded out from the shoulders and cape and just like dripped down.
Yeah.
And we're, like you said, we're pushing paint around. Yeah. You had orange and greens, and blues, and these colors, and it all blended really cool.
Yeah.
And that was, and I wanted it. You wouldn't sell it. You wouldn't give it up for nothing.
Really?
Yeah. If you still find that in your garage,
find it, you could have it.
Yes, thank you. I mean, that's a real museum piece, man.
Oh, awesome.
That should be in a gallery somewhere.
In your home.
Yeah, my home. Now, what was the last? We talked about you doing your art shows.
Last May, 2016 was at the Taylor Junction.
Taylor Junction by art curator Rollo Castillo.
Rollo and
from the $50 gallery, and then he moved all his art gallery stuff out to and opened the arts community galleries out there in Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
So you did? Was it a one-man show?
No, well, mostly, but there was also a lady who was doing some kind of ceramic in the little room.
How many paintings did you have?
There were a lot of them.
You just,
like 30 or 40 paintings. And we all they were all together, like.
Do people commission you for your artwork?
Yes. Yeah.
And so how many?
I do some portraits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I remember seeing some of those that you posted, but I like how you blend the colors, but you could still see that person.
Yeah.
In there.
I've done a lot of portraits for Ian. I'm like his portrait artist.
Yeah.
He loves pictures of himself.
Yeah. He's had a lot of different looks as the drummer for Desperation Squad over the years.
Yeah.
Who's another one of your collectors?
Oh.
Have you done any for Robin Parsons?
Yes, she has some of my old paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I see she's pretty big in there down. I remember through the years through the Pomona Arts Colony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in Ojai, I think, right now.
Ojai.
Lives in Ojai with a family.
Is that up that way? North?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm sitting there pointing, so all you people out in Radio Land can see me pointing my finger that way.
So, why do you think the IE is lacking in the arts department? Except for Pomona is the only one that stepped up, but Pomona is actually LA County. How come Upland doesn't have a bustling art scene?
We don't. I think like what Tammy Rapp was telling us. Remember that they just don't have their shit together, man.
They have a bunch of blue hairs, running the city, and the only one who has an art shop down there is Corey Miller.
Yeah, and there's a Ern's
wearing
Lab. That guy that has Ern's Lab.
Yeah,
and he's got a little gallery, but nobody's. It doesn't.
It doesn't bustle.
But Pomona's been there. I remember it was bad, but they upgraded. And when they started renovating the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
And the Glass House, and a lot of the galleries were popping up.
Yeah, and now they have a lot of new restaurants and stuff. Yeah, Pomona's great right now. I
know that Redlands has a good art community too.
Does it really?
Redlands and downtown Riverside.
Wow.
They've got like their little P-town thing going on down there. You get down there in the old part of town, and that's where same thing with Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, they have their street fairs, and ours is horrible.
Yeah.
Down in Upland.
It's bad.
It's so bad. It's like, I can't believe it. You go there and they got one kettle corn doing it, and maybe somebody making a few bead earrings or something, and that's about it.
No, but like I said, Joshua Tree is great for art.
It's really thriving.
In fact, it's good for artists and art and music.
Yeah. The arts community out in Joshua Tree is really, I think Rolo's really exploded it out there. And also Josh Homme from guitarist from Queens of the Stone Age and Iggy Pop has got his recording. He did Iggy's Pop album out there. And he's got a little studio. It's just a little house by itself. It's kind of a little landmark. A lot of people pull up to it.
Yeah, and if you're lucky, you go to Pappy and Harriet's.
Yeah.
Oh, Pappy's and Harriet's. Yeah,
and you could see a great band playing there, like Bauhaus. Peter Murphy played there.
I saw Eagles of Death Metal there.
Yeah.
That was great, man.
That's a great little place. We stayed up there last time at a place called... it's a trailer park, and they have all these different trailers, all different themes. And you stay there, and Hicksville, that's what it's called, Hicksville. And you stay in these trailers, and you rent the trailer for the night. And we got the Cramps trailer.
Oh, wow.
So everything was all about the Cramps. It was
so each one's all themed to the band?
To a band or to an era.
That's cool.
So it's called Hicksville. It's in it's right there, up there, and but it's a great place to stay, a great place to get away. When we were up there, it was kind of odd because it made me feel old. Because there was a bachelorette party and a bachelor party going on at the same time for these 20-year-olds. And here I am. I'm a grandfather now, and I'm approaching 50, and I'm like, what is these kids are staying up all night? Can you guys quiet it down?
God. They should have a Desperation Squad themed trailer.
Yeah, they should.
It could be a trailer, but have taco truck painted on it, and a big old panda man head on the inside.
Chocolate whipped cream.
Yeah, chocolate whipped cream on it.
Ketchup, mustard.
Oh God, that would be great. That'd be we got to maybe. Find a trailer we could donate there and turn it into that theme. So, what's your latest painting, your masterpiece you're working on right now? Have you posted it yet?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's kind of this one with like these spears coming out of it, kind of like straight lines and kind of a thing in the middle.
Yeah.
Colorful.
Well, I'll have to look it up. If you're not friends with Robert Swami Jones on Facebook, hit him up. I'm throwing him out there, man. All the friend requests are going to blow up today. Oh, man. Let's hear some more Desperation Squad. I'm going to ask you about what's Stopover in Wyoming? Was that a tour? What's that?
That was a little film we made on the road, like in-camera edit, I think, and just what's up? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It was like a kind of, I think, in-camera thing, and we did add music to it. Come to think of it.
So if I play it, is it something to hear if I play this?
No, there's no. Well, there's some music to it, kind of background, but it's mostly the guys leave me behind at this gas station.
Yeah,
and I get mad, and you know.
So you guys were on had a little tour bus. Do you guys tell me about your tours, man? I mean, did you guys went on the road? You guys been like a lot of places.
Well, yeah, we did the Warp Tour, and that was on a bus at first, and went all the way across the U.S. and you know, would arrive in the morning at a place, sleep on the bus, of course, and arrive in the morning at a place, and you had this little thing, this card that you could get lunch and breakfast and stuff.
Now, how about what about sound? Did you guys have to go everybody do a sound check first before it went on, or do you just set up and start playing?
I think we just started playing.
Yeah, they just set up. They had it all figured out. And,
yeah.
So you had the same roadies and the same sound crew, the traveling.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you had the same every gig. You had the same sound guy mixing you guys, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got a real quick question here from a listener. You know who she is, Jeffrey. Groupies. Did you ever have groupies?
No.
Oh, come on. I was the biggest groupie. I love the Desperation. I was a groupie, and I wouldn't get any attention from Mr. P, man.
I thought you meant, you know, girl stuff. Not for me, anyway. No.
Ah, no groupies, man. Sign my T-shirt. Groupies. Who was that? Who asked that question?
Yeah, I mean, they're not. It's not like they were poison or something. Or
unskin it, bop bop, blow you away. Let's put on their glam rock and glitter. Robert Jones in his platform shoes with this Frankenstein suit made of glitter and sequins.
An eyeliner on.
An eyeliner. Ian Crosstown with his feathery hair.
Who would think you guys would have groupies? I don't know. It was just a question that was sent to me.
Oh, that's funny. Remember, people were scared. It was shocking. I mean, you know, Desperation Squad. How desperate are you?
They probably just didn't want to get dirty, you know.
Yeah, we don't want to get dirty. We don't want to get, go in the front road and get plastered with hot sauce and tortillas and whatever else Kevin's throwing out there.
One time he was swinging around a beef penis, and that just horrible.
Oh, my God.
A real one that he found at
a butcher shop?
Yeah.
And oh, my God.
And it was wet and just...
Oh, my man. Whipping everybody with it.
Yeah, people were just recoiling.
Oh, my gosh. Now, I remember on Me and My Drug Problem where Kevin is putting... his face is covered in chocolate pie or whatever. That he gets pretty messy on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if I know this one. Tell me about the Liquid Den. Where's that? 2003.
Oh, I think that's some beach town.
Stop Being a Dick.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sing a song, Stop Being a Dick. Let's see what this one sounds like. Let's see how good quality we got here. Huntington Beach. That's what it was. Dick. Wow. Yes, that was Stop Being a Dick by the Desperation Squad.
I think Ian wrote that one.
Ian wrote that one. Now, what can... Somebody was being a dick to write that song. Oh, you. That was about...
Yeah,
how can you? You're just, you just show up and play your guitar,
I
man.
think I had an attitude one day, and
and he was like, just stop
inspired
being
to-
a dick.
Yeah.
Of course, Mr. P will he will make a song out of anything, and he can, he does. That's what the whole band's about, man. Now, you guys even played the Fillmore.
Oh, that was really good.
Now, the Fillmore East, I mean, Sex Pistols played, Dead Kennedys, everybody back in the late 70s and early 80s were playing there. When did that, they tore it down, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Is it still, I don't think that, Frank Zappa played the Fillmore.
And them old 60s bands, like Iron Butterfly or whatever. you know,
Vanilla Fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jefferson Airplane.
That's what exactly.
Jefferson Airplane. Yeah, now, where is the Fillmore?
San Francisco.
Whereabouts? On the outskirts of town? Is it smack in the middle, or?
I haven't been there in a long time.
But
it was a really good show. In the Warped Tour, we were kind of with these wrestlers guys, and they would put on wrestling matches, kind of themed wrestling matches.
Cool.
And they liked us, and so they would go up there and do stuff in San Francisco regularly, and they invited us to go up and play.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that was that was way before the insane ICP doing the wrestling and rock shows,
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, because the film that's the historical place, man.
Oh, it was great. And they
big stage, huh?
Huge stage. They treated us really good. They, gave us a good dinner, and it was really great.
Big backstage area.
I think so. There was one room where we were all chilling, and it was nice.
Like a big green room.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be better than the Doll Hut.
Well,
there is no backstage.
There's no backstage.
It's the parking lot outside.
Yeah, man, because that's a historic place, man. To actually say, I don't know if it even exists. I'll have to Google it. We got now. What about that song from 1986? Long Live Rock. Now, is that a cover tune, a Who cover tune, or was it original?
Long Live Rock?
Yeah.
By us?
Yeah, it says 1986. Let's see where it is. It says, that's all it says. Long Live Rock. 1986.
Hey, that was the Desperation Squad, and I'll tell you, these guys are really desperate, without a doubt. So the lead singer, Mr. P. Mr. P, how did you get that name, Mr. P?
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay, well, that's a deep thinker if I ever heard one, I'll tell you. Remember, the hoodlums seek the unique on the Long Live Rock show, and these guys are definitely unique.
Wait a second. I'm seeing this guy with a mullet sounding like a chick with a mustache.
That's a guy?
Yeah. I don't... What the hell is going on here?
What kind of videos are you watching?
Talking to Mr. P, this guy looks like some redneck.
I'll tell you what,
Or
Mr. P at the Blackwatch Pub on the CBGB.
Oh, yeah,
show,
yeah, I saw that.
He did a great Iggy Pop.
Oh, I saw that. Lust for Life. I think it's on here. I think
Yeah.
I saw it. It's on there. And was John Isaacs playing?
I think so.
And Heidi Lutz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now let's finish with this guy. Let's find out what's
How long
going
have you
on
been together?
Sounds like a lady.
I don't know.
You don't know. Well,
Ian
a lot
was
of input
whispering
I'm
into his
getting here
ear.
with these people. How long have you been here?
We just do gigs.
You just do gigs. What are you?
Kind of like an entity. We're a company.
You're
We're
a
a
company.
You guys are being
Oh, okay.
assholes.
Company.
Watch this.
Oh, that's the Long Live
Well,
Rock.
that's
thing.
good. I know. I can see that. Well, what do
Maybe
you
it's
think about
it's a chick with a fake
What do you think
mustache.
about what you guys did here tonight? Are you happy with the way things came out?
Well, you know, we didn't get to do the whole spectrum of songs. There is another one that we do called Great Big Boogers of Love that is really good, and we'll try to catch it on the next show.
That really sounds good. It looks like it's all over your face. Matter of fact.
Well, yeah, kind of. That was the kind of the effect that I wanted there.
That's very good. So how would you like to introduce your band here for the people?
Okay. Okay, sure. This is this here is John Henry Hayes. This is Lord Bob. This is R. Ham. Bruno. Pat Maurice right there sitting in Oral Fireworks.
Boy, they get some great names here. Goes with the costumes. That's good.
Hey, a different outfit for every song.
Different outfit for every song.
I hope everybody noticed.
I think he's making all that shit up.
Where do you guys usually play?
Wherever they let us.
We went to her house.
We got a gig at a halfway house coming up next week.
Halfway house.
Halfway house.
We're from Pomona. We're
From
trying
Pomona.
to save West Hollywood.
That's good. Well, West Hollywood needs some help for sure.
At the Limbo Lounge, and girls are probably wondering about this. It's all true. It's all true.
It's all true, folks. It's all true right here on the Long Live Rock Show. Like I said, we seek the unique, and these people are definitely unique. So
that is
we're going to
just
give the
too
station
weird.
a little tag now. This is the Long Live Rock Show by the Hoodlums, and we're going to say, you're watching Long Live Rock on KYOU. Okay?
Yeah, baby.
On three.
So that
1, 2, 3. You're watching Long Live Rock on KYOU.
KYOU. That was weird, man. So was that person? It's like that's Pat. You know, like in Saturday Night, that's Pat. You don't know if it's a guy or a girl. What the hell's going with this high pitched voice? We'll have to ask Kevin on that one. Oh my God.
Yeah, we'll have him in again.
Okay, what else we got here? Give me some more licks. I want to hear what your latest
Let's
sound
hear some
is.
live stuff.
Let's see.
Do your latest work, one of your latest songs here that you're working on.
I should have rehearsed. I didn't.
Just play something. And he's playing upside down. I got a question. Who came up with the Serious Love? The
I think Jeff.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was Jeff.
That was it's such a cool hook right there. Yeah. I love that. That's a great hook on that song.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Coming in, this is coming from Lake Elsinore. Do you or can you play the flamenco?
Do that again. Do that again. I didn't get enough of that. That was cool.
Yeah, you're teasing us.
Oh, man, he's
about as
just
far
giving
as I
us a
got.
little teaser sample. That's pretty cool, Robert Jones.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'll paint a picture of that one.
I have something for you, Jeff.
Yeah?
I brought you something.
No way. Wow. It's a Bob Jones. This is Songs from the Garage. Oh, my God. He's playing a banjo with a welding mask. I like that one picture. Somebody took a professional studio, a photographer, and you had your guitar, just this chord, long chord, and it.
Oh, yeah, that was a friend of mine. Mike Stevens took that.
Michael Stevens,
Yeah.
Michael J. Stevens from the Blue Mysteriosos.
Yeah.
That's another band. First, it was the Chimpanzees.
I think Mysteriosos were first.
Blue Mysterioso. Are you sure?
Could be.
That's where Unspeakable You and the sun shone through the kitchen window like diamonds. I love that song. And I had that recording. I recorded that live at the G5 Apartments in Pomona. And yeah, the Blue Mysteriosos. Now, was that the same time as Nixon's Revenge? That was Jeff Hayes' band, right?
Right around that same period.
Alan Waddington's brother was in that band?
Brian Waddington.
Brian Waddington. Yeah. The famous Alan Waddington of The Unforgiven.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Savage Republic.
And Savage Republic. Yeah, that's right. He was in that band too.
Was he in the
he was
Stepmothers?
also in Roger Racket.
Oh, he was.
Yes,
Whoa.
my band. He also played. It was me, him, Bruce Watkins.
Heck of a nice guy.
That was our band. That was all back then. Yeah. What was I getting away from that? Oh my God, my mind just went blank, Robert. Can you relate?
Sure.
You can.
You got three old dudes in here. Of course, we forget stuff.
Like, yeah, I remember that gig. What color was that guitar? I don't know. What gig was it? You've done a lot of gigs. You've done more gigs than you could remember or count.
That's
I mean, more than it's like trying to tell what pair of pants were you wearing November 3rd, 1992? You know,
Green corduroy.
Green corduroy. Kevin will remember.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, mine was 28 waistline, so that was a way long time ago.
Oh, me too, man. I had, I can't tell you what years I had my long hair and my short hair because it kind of went up and down. That's like Robert Jones with or without a mustache, you know. So when you guys did Taco Truck at the Fillmore, tell me about that experience. Did anything get thrown back on stage?
Usually the tortillas get thrown back at us.
Yeah. Have you ever got, while you're playing, have a tortilla get caught in your strings while you're playing?
Yeah, or my face.
Or your face and might miss a note or two. Like everybody's going to complain about that, right?
Just keep playing.
Yeah, that's like with the Yeasty Boys, because we throw out so many balloons and beach balls, and they all get thrown back up on stage, and Jay O'Donovan he's a great guitarist, and he just tries to just knock them down. He just keeps going, man. I don't know how he does it, but, you know, and I try to help out because I go on stage with him, and I just knock him down for him and throw him back up into the audience. But he gets all sorts of shit thrown at him.
My memory, I'm not sure we played a lot of Desperation Squad songs. You guys got a lot of songs. Well, that's over 30 years of songs, man.
Yeah.
30, when was 86, man? That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I was.
That's such a long time ago.
I was
not really
16, 17, I think. So
yeah, okay. Everybody can lie about their age. Hey, man, are you from the 80s? Yeah. Man, you know, now, did we play Jello Ball? Tell us about Jello Ball. How did that song come about?
I actually came up with those chords.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me hear them. Wow. Okay, that gives me. Now I want to play it. Da 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 da. Okay, let's hear Jello. I know this is a good recording because you're on a TV show. Oh no.
Jello ball.
Wow, it's a brand new week here on the Queer Edge. Welcome back. They started out playing bar.
Who is this lady?
That's a man.
that's a man.
Yes.
Wait a second. It sounds like the one from that other one with the mustache. That sounded like a girl. Hold on a minute.
Mitzvahs with just an accordion, and it brought them all the way to the Queer Edge. Let's see just how far they've really come. Please welcome Desperation Squad!
I like this version. That's funny. Mr. P's wearing, what does it say on his shirt? Everyone gets laid. The editing's great on this. Yeah. The guys who recorded did a great production on this. See, that's where I missed it, Robert. That the Jello ball, I didn't catch that. I just thought band, like when you were on Regis, it just said band. It didn't say Jello ball.
Well, because they're two separate songs, but when we do live, we kind of link them together.
Oh.
It's like one of those Pink Floyd songs, that kind of like Brain Damage Eclipse.
Yeah, they're kind of stapled together.
Oh, okay. That's why. There's still some more songs that we haven't heard. Oh my God, we got about 5 minutes left on this. Oh, listen to the solo. Ian's such a great drummer, man. He just got that thunder power hard hitter, man. I love his drumming, man. The guy's great. Now, you know, when you see them live, it's a whole different experience. Right, Dan?
Oh, they're a great live band.
Oh, like sometimes you got. I mean, you watch the video, and you're hearing the. When I wish I had that cassette to put it on a MP3 and get that really good studio recording. Because these are all YouTube. These are all YouTube performances. I'm watching them while everybody else is listening.
Yeah.
So.
But like I
group
said,
of singers. They really are. They are spreading the word of our Lord Jesus Christ throughout the land and doing it in a way that no one can understand. And that's what's really important. Thank you, guys.
Are you available for weddings?
Yeah, are you
We've done weddings.
You've done weddings.
Absolutely.
Oh my God,
when you
Desperation
do
Squad at
weddings,
weddings.
do you wear that T-shirt that says "Everyone gets laid"?
It wouldn't be a wedding without it.
Can I just say that some of us are an exception to that rule for the last 6 months or so. But we're not here to talk about that, are we?
Oh man, that must have been a fun show. I mean, they did that. They had a good film crew right there, and the editing was. You had like 4 or 5 different camera angles going on.
Yeah, we met a couple of celebrities also. Oh, what's that guy's name? He's Scottish, I think. He's
Conley, Billy Conley.
No? He was in Eyes Wide Shut briefly. He was the guy at the hotel.
Oh yeah, I heard. Greg something? No. Craig.
I can't remember.
Craig
his name right
Ferguson?
now.
No.
But they were all real nice.
Hey, forget about them anyway. We're down to a few minutes.
Yeah, quick question before we get to the plugs.
Okay.
Got a question coming in from Southern California, from Orange County.
From Orange County.
What did you think, Robert, when Kevin wore a shirt that said, "Eat my fuck"?
Oh my gosh.
My bad, sorry.
I would never would offend our country, but I guess you could get away with it back then.
Well,
his back was to you all the time, so you're not really.
We made our own homemade band shirts, band merchandise, like wife beater shirts.
Yeah.
With like, so I remember, what did I think of it? Oh, it was fun to make. We had a stencil and we used black spray paint and we made like 100 or 200 of them.
Oh, wow. You should do some of your brush strokes on there, then you could charge a lot more for them.
Yes.
Well, this is coming our closed end of our show. We thank Robert Jones of the Desperation Squad, and Robert Jones, the artist. Yes, he puts paint on a brush and he makes these awesome museum-style works of art that should be in museums of modern art. We try to get that one up there, that museum there in Sacramento. I went up to that art museum up there. You belong in there. We got to get your stuff in there. I'll promote that shit.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, and people, please support your local artist.
Yes.
Whether it's musicians, painters.
Live performance.
Yeah, live performance, DJs. Talk show host.
Yes,
Support
yes.
Your local performers.
Support your local radio station.
Stand-up comics.
The Jeff Sargent Show on Chaotic Radio, www.chaoticradio.com. We got to get my own logo here with my... We got to get the T-shirts, the Jeff Sargent Show T-shirts with the Chaotic logo on it.
Did you ever get a hold of Kat?
No, I got to... I'll try doing that. I'll try make that a... Remind me when I'm done making my boss's Halloween costume today. I can't afford to keep paying you to come in here and spend 10 hours a day working on this damn costume.
So, any plugs, Robert?
Just
any shows coming up?
No shows for me. Just I'm in the process of recording the next Monsters album right now.
Is this songs from the garage?
That is just me. I play all the instruments on there. It's just a collection of songs that I wrote.
All right, so you're doing this all on your home recording system.
Yeah, home recording.
Yeah, home recording. So we can't even get into that because we're going to go off the air in about how long?
We got about 3 minutes because we started late.
Oh, 3 minutes. What are we going to do for 3 minutes anyway? Let's have dead silence. Play something on the guitar, Robert Jones. Yeah. So, tomorrow on the Jeff Sargent Show. Keep playing. Keep playing. We have Queen Malvolia. She is a scream queen. She's coming in from Hollywood tomorrow. Jen Nangle tomorrow on the Jeff Sargent Show, coming in from Hollywood. She is the Millennium's new Elvira. She is the queen of the macabre, and she is a horror queen, scream queen, and we're going to have a good interview with her tomorrow. And we got a special guest on Friday, too. Steve Maiorti. Oh, by the way, Dan.
Oh, I know. Mandatory dinner tomorrow.
Mandatory Vince's Spaghetti with Steve tomorrow night because he wants to talk about what we're going to talk about in the show. We're going to get him in early like we did with Robert, and he's going to talk your ear off and give you but it's all good shit. Really good shit that you want to hear.
It is good shit. He's a great guy.
You're going to love Jen Nangle tomorrow. She's beautiful. She's coming in tomorrow. So we've had a guest on every day of the week here on the Jeff Sargent Show. All right, it's time for us to go. We'll see you on tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, because I'm so batty. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.